because it happens on the last page. I'm like, I wanted what I need to see more, and that's how you know that. That's how I knew that was a good read, and that I was going to be looking forward to the next issue. So hopefully it'll get progressively better. Before first issue, I think it was decent. It was a pretty good first issue, and it at least got me interested in what's going on in the future. So I want to see the rest of his origins, and I also want to see how he will fit into the Ultimate Spider-Man universe that Peter has created once he does don the costume.
Yeah, and also great is it's not like okay, I'm trying to say it like this. I'll slow the name is this kid. He doesn't know Peter Parker ever. They haven't even mentioned Peter Parker, and it's when he's on page.
Mm-hmm.
They just say this is the Spider-Man, blah blah blah. It's not like the Death of Superman where they just give you like 4 Supermans and Hope, and they all were relatable to the Death. It's one of those things that I really enjoy that they don't need to do like, oh, I'll just fit in his shoes kind of thing.
Yeah, pretty much. I feel like the Miles needs to. I want to see him earn the Spider-Man costume, and that's what I want to kind of see him deal with. The legacy of Peter Parker, because he's been doing it for 10 years in real life. In the comic book, he's been Spider-Man for a year or two, because I believe he started off at 15 and he ended at like 17. He was still in high school, I guess, his senior year. And a lot of
it's like big boy. Every story out is like 2 days.
Pretty much. So when he puts on the costume, when he becomes Spider-Man, and once he starts swinging around and start fighting crime, I want to see how all the characters who were touched by Spider-Man, who were affected by him, who knew him, who loved him, who knew Peter, who all that stuff like that. I want to see the mutants. I want to see Kitty and Bobby. I want to see Johnny. I want to see how they kind of react and get involved in kind of his early years of being a superhero. I don't want it to just be, it's Miles, and here's a bunch of new characters. I want to see Miles.
But here's some new villains, and here's...
Exactly.
Because all the other villains are made dead or just given up or something like that.
Exactly. I don't want them to just throw away everything that Bendis has made with the Ultimate Universe. I want to see how he etches... I want to see how Miles pretty much etches his place in the Ultimate Universe.
What do you think of the new suit?
The new suit? I like it. It looks pretty cool.
It looks like 299, but they don't go future-y kind of thing. It's like they got the main the colors, the red and the blue. But it's like when the red is, now is the blue, and when the blue was, it is when now is red. So
I think it's black and red now.
Black and red? Oh,
yeah. It might be like a dark blue, but I think it's black and red. But it's just a slight variation on the normal costume. The little webbing isn't all on his arms. It's kind of just on his shoulders and his chest. His boots don't have a little red on it. His fingers, each individual finger has the red and the webbing on it. Like, it looks pretty cool. And they didn't really just, here's a new Spider-Man costume. He just looks like a hot mess. It looks pretty cool. It looks sleek. It looks nice, but it's kind of funny how it's like, it's a new black Superman. He's going to be wearing a black costume. Like, it's pretty funny, but...
Yeah.
But,
I thought, like, okay, dude, Spider-Man, another word, he is just going to put on the new... He's just going to slap on the Peter Parker suit, the classic suit, but they didn't do that, and that was...
They did that a little bit.
They did Fallout.
Yeah, in the Ultimate Comics Fallout, they had him in like a pretty much a cheap version of Peter's suit. It had knee pads and some other stuff on it, and he was wearing that. So I really want to see what makes him want to put on a suit. That's the big like question for me. What makes Miles want to become a superhero? You know, how did Peter affect him? You know, what did he see that made him want to become a hero and take up the mantle of Peter? Like, those are the big questions for me. I want to see, why does he put on the costume? How the other characters will react to him putting on the costume, and how will they help him, or you know, what relationships will you have with the existing characters, and what new characters? I mean, I wouldn't be against having new characters in the Ultimate Universe. Yeah. I just don't want them to just throw away everything. Like Aunt May and Gwen Stacy have moved to France, and then Bobby and Johnny and Kitty all went underground, and I don't want them to just get rid of.
And Mary Jane is maybe still coping with
the death of Spider-Man. So
yeah,
I don't want
that could be kind of good when he when they do like do the whole when they do like Spider-Man when they do said the return of Spider-Man and Mary Jane Aunt May just find it assaulting or something like that, and see how they react to.
Yes, I want to see them talk to Miles. I want to see them kind of mold the hero he's going to be about. Like, you know, Peter, you're filling Peter's shoes, and you can't wear that costume more. And then he kind of gives his reasons on why he want to put on the costume. Maybe he might sway them, and then maybe they may help him. Maybe they may tell him more about Peter and what kind of hero he was, what kind of person he was, so you can get to know him more. Because
they go all emotional and they do not care what he says, and they'll just say they'll get that caution off him and just burn it, and you know, and if he has like more than one, burn the rest of them. So
we'll see in the future. I mean, this is just all speculation. The first issue, I feel like it's got me prepared for the rest, and I really want to see what Bendis has in store. Hopefully he'll stay writing the book, because I don't want him to leave. I don't want nobody new coming in and taking the book, because I feel like they're going to just mess it up. And then people are really going to hate Marvel, because they were like, oh, you did this, and then you ruined it. So, well, we angry now. Bring back Peter. We're going to hurt you.
Yeah, and then the Ultimate Spider-Man sales will go right down the toilet.
Pretty much. You got to keep Bendis on. You have to.
Yeah.
Nobody else can handle such a touchy storyline as this. So
the art is beautiful done.
Yes, I really like the art.
Yeah. That for one thing is, when it comes to the artwork, I do like the whole art, the kind of like, it's like real, like you just took a photograph kind of thing.
The photorealistic.
Yeah, like Iron Man.
Yeah, the Invincible Iron Man had that.
Yeah, with it. They did a motion comic of it. The only art where I don't like is the one for Batman, the graphic novel of Batman Arkham Asylum, a serious house for a serious this way, so could see what was going.
The only art in recent times that I can say that I really didn't like, it might not even been the art, it's just the colors, was I read Carnage, the Carnage book.
Oh, yeah.
It was way too dark to read.